Hello everyone, welcome to ID Basics for You. In this video today, we will go through the difference between Microsoft 365 and Office 2021, which has been the version of Microsoft Office existing for long time, right? Before we go further, may I make a request to all to subscribe to our channel and contribute towards your own learnings. There are In this video today, we'll see there are two ways you can go. You can buy Microsoft Office, right? You can buy a Microsoft 365 software subscription, which is latest and greatest, or you can also buy Microsoft Office 2021 for Windows or Mac machines. But do note, Microsoft 365 was formerly known as Office 365, so there should be no confusion between Microsoft 365 and Office 365. It's all the same. Okay, with that we go down to the topics that we are planning to cover. We'll be looking at what is Microsoft Office 2021, its key features and applications involved. We will also look at Microsoft 365, its features and applications. We will also cover the differences between the two versions of like Office 2021 and Microsoft 365. We will also be discussing about which license to buy. How can you go and make a decision? What are the license types that are existing across these two versions? And this will definitely help you make your decision when you're planning to buy a Microsoft Office license. And then lastly, we will also cover up what other alternatives are there in the industry, in the market, which you can use if you don't want to procure or you don't want to invest into a licensed software. Then how can you still meet your requirements of Office related solutions like Microsoft Excel, Word, PowerPoint kind of solutions? How can you work on such solutions at no cost? So we will have a look at those two. So starting first with Microsoft 2021, let's begin there. We all know Microsoft Office is a suite of desktop productivity applications that is specifically designed to be used for Office, and you'll find a lot of businesses using Microsoft Office for ages now. It is a proprietary product of Microsoft Corporation, and it was first released in 1990, and since then there have been a lot of iterations, a lot of versions being released by Microsoft. And the last version, I would say more from your system implementation standpoint, was Microsoft Office 2021. Now when we talk about Office 2021, it has a couple of versions. One of those versions is Microsoft Office for Home and Student, and then there is another version which is Microsoft Office Home and Business. There is a version for professionals, and there is a version LTSC, which we will see what exactly it is. Now the Office Home and Student is more for people who want to use Microsoft Office for their personal work at their home, who are students, so they can buy this license at a very nominal fees of $149.99, whereas the Home and Business license is a little bit higher and it's at $249.99. The professional is the $439.99, and then there is an LTSC version, which is typically a version very confined to certain systems, which rarely go for upgrades, rarely go for changes. These are not connected to internet for latest and greatest functionalities in that version, but it's just procured once, deployed once, and it's continuing to go for ages, doesn't need any support, maintenance, and so on. So that's like LTSC version, which is also available. It's, you can say it's a license which is logged in time, right? It's going to be used, the same version is going to be used for ages. So these are a couple of versions which exist in Microsoft 2021. The key difference between, I would say, the home and student version to home and business version is that home and business version involves your package of that license involves Microsoft Outlook, and it also gives you legal rights. Guys, please note, it gives you legal rights to use the applications of Office in commercial context. You can use it for commercial context, while the one with home and student version, it's only for your personal use. It's not a commercialized version. So that's the big difference between home and student and home and business version out there. Now the Microsoft Office LTSC, that is a perpetual license like home and student, home and business, and professional 2021. It's a perpetual license. What it means is you buy it, you deploy it, and then done. If you want to enhance that version by including the new releases, then definitely you have to shell out money. But otherwise, you make one-time investment, you buy the license, you deploy it on your systems, and you're done, right? So that's how Microsoft Office 2021 all versions typically are provided. But LTSC is definitely a perpetual license, single payment license for sure, and it's a non-subscription based version and used by organizations, and I would say typically volume license kind of a deal, with organizations. Now all the versions that you see on Microsoft Office 2021, these have to be purchased by machine, right? By each machine. So if you have 10 machines, you will have to go and make investment to 10 times for each of that license. Otherwise, in a simple terms, it's like you buy one license, you deploy it on one machine, and you're done, right? So that's the way it works. Now you can download and use Office 2021 for as long as you want, right? You own it, it's your license. You will never have to pay for anything else beyond your initial investment. You buy it, you deploy it, it's all done. No another dollar being spent towards those licenses. However, when Microsoft releases new version, you will not get those releases deployed onto your device because you're not paying constantly to Microsoft, right? So what you will have to do is you will have to pay, if you want to buy the new version of Office, or else you will be stuck with the version that you procured in past. Okay, now when you come down to Microsoft Professional Edition, the Professional Edition, it includes few additional applications, right? The home and student, home and business, that typically involves Word, Excel, PowerPoint. The business version includes Outlook, but when it comes down to professional version, it includes two more applications, which includes Publisher, and it also includes Access. Now Microsoft Publisher is again a desktop software which will let you create professional quality publications, which you typically go for a print. You can push it online on your websites, or you can send like marketing campaigns, emails to your customers. So it helps you produce that kind of quality publications. While I'm sure most of you must be aware of Microsoft Access, which is a database management system that combines the relational database engine, which is ACE, with a graphical interface which makes it easy to work on that database. You can create your data entry forms, you can create your reports, so you can do a whole lot of database operations using that interface. LTSC we already spoke about. It's a special release. It's typically used in manufacturing floor, I would say, where you have devices which are regulated, process control devices which are not connected to internet, and you deploy one version and you continue that version for a long period, and you're not expecting a downtime. So that kind of a version is what LTSC is all about. Okay, so that's pretty much about Microsoft Office 2021. And when we get down to Microsoft 365, unlike Office 2021, Microsoft 365 is a subscription based model. It's a subscription based model, and it is deployed in the SaaS environment, in Microsoft Azure environment, uh, and you pay a monthly subscription fees, or you can pay a yearly subscription fees also to have your account to utilize the applications of Microsoft 365. There are again different versions out there. You have a personal version, you have a home version, and you also have a business version. Under business, you will definitely find a lot of other variants, from basic to advanced to premium. So there are multiple other versions out there, but we'll, for discussion sake today, we'll keep it pretty basic. We are calling it like a business version. Now, for Microsoft 365, you definitely need internet connection, but that internet connection is required just to install, to activate your license, and get latest releases of applications. But when you're working on the application itself, it doesn't require working through internet connectivity. You can work in an offline mode, you can keep saving your data to your local drive, and then once it connects to internet, then the beauty is the content that you saved locally, it gets replicated, it gets synced up with your data in OneDrive. So that's what you get with Microsoft 365, a OneDrive where all your content can be synced up. And we'll keep talking about that during Microsoft 365 discussion. Now, you do not need to connect to internet to use Office apps, that we understood. Now, Microsoft 365 Personal, great. So this is one of the version which again, it's like a personal version. You need it at your home, you can utilize it for performing any actions on those typical applications. The yearly cost of the license is $69.99, and it includes Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and like Office 2021 Home and Student, as we saw earlier. These are some applications that are already covered as part of this offering. But Microsoft 365 is being promoted by Microsoft. So in order to make it more lucrative for end consumers, what they have done is they give you a by default 1 terabyte of cloud storage in OneDrive, and the Microsoft Outlook and Microsoft Editor, and couple of premium features such as Microsoft Clipchamp. If you would have logged into your account to Microsoft 365, or when you buy and you log in, then you will see there is certain premium features which are available. One of them is Microsoft Clipchamp, which allow you to edit any videos that you have created on any devices. So that's what Microsoft 365 Personal version has to offer. Now, customers with active Microsoft 365 Personal subscription, we spoke about it, they get 1 terabyte of cloud storage per subscription, and they do get 5 GB of storage for free as well, right? But customers with Microsoft 365 Home, that's interesting, right? Because think about, there are you have a big family, everybody needs their own Microsoft 365 version. They need to have their own account for Microsoft 365, but you can have one license at $99.99, which can be used by 6 people at your place, right? So it's a subscription at a very nominal fees compared to the personal Microsoft 365 license fees. You can see it just costs you $99.99 per year, or you can pay monthly as well, which is $9.99. And again, it gives you all these applications that you have. All the 6 people can access those applications. They will have their own account, they can log in, they can work on their set of applications, they can create their own documents, they get their own space in terms of OneDrive storage and so on. Now, I've seen like one of the questions that typically many Office users have is the documents, whether they are stored on OneDrive, and when they are stored, are they also available offline when we are not connected to the internet? So the short answer to it is yes, right? You can definitely access all your documents when you are not connected to the internet. You can go to your PC, you can go to File Explorer, you can go to OneDrive folder, and you will see your documents. and you can keep working on them. And once you are done, you save it, and the next time you connect to the internet, uh, it will be synced to the OneDrive, which is online, right? And you will have your documents available online. So when you log in from any other device, when you connect from anywhere to your account of Microsoft 365, the best part is you will get your documents available then and there. uh, Microsoft 365 Home, we spoke about. Personal, we spoke about. There are some advantages from a home standpoint which I want to speak about. uh, you get additional features, which are specifically designed for families. So you will find some parental control, and it also allows you to filter the digital contents that can be populated into the Microsoft 365 applications. It allows you location sharing as well. There are a couple of these features which are available with Microsoft Home. And then business is more for organizations. There are multiple variants of the business license. uh, the minimal subscription pricing starts at $6, which is pretty basic, and then it can go to the premium version, which is $22 per user per month. And there is a lot of applications beyond what you get in personal and home version. You get Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you get Outlook, you get Microsoft Teams, you get OneDrive, you get Publisher, you get Access, and you get SharePoint, you get Intune, you get a lot of other applications as part of Microsoft 365 business. Now, since we looked at both the kind of versions of Microsoft Office and Microsoft 365, a quick recap: Microsoft Office 2021. It includes most of the Microsoft basic applications like Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and so on. And then it's a one-time perpetual license fees. You make one-time investment, you buy the license. It's your proprietary. You can deploy it on your system and you can use it forever. uh, but if you have to go for higher versions, then you have to really spend some more dollars for new releases. It's a single license for your MacBooks or your PC. Compared to Microsoft 365, Microsoft 365 includes a lot of those applications which are already in Office 2021, but it also gives you OneDrive storage and a lot of premium features. Microsoft 365 is a subscription based license fees, and it's monthly or yearly. The best part is with Microsoft 365, you get a latest version of your applications all the time. So anytime Microsoft releases new features, that is always available to you. And the best thing, it is accessible anywhere. It's not bound to your one device, but you can access it through your mobile, you can access it through your device at home, you can go to cafes, you can access it from there as well. So your data is available all the time based on your Microsoft account. Okay, so there are a couple of alternatives which are available in the industry, right? You can use the free versions if required, right? If you don't want to go through a Microsoft licensed software, then there are some softwares, which are available, which gives you similar capabilities, similar functionalities, but they are free, right? So you can use Apple's iWork, but yeah, you can definitely understand that Apple product that's going to work on your Mac, your iPhone, your iPad. That's all free. You can also use a web browser on Windows PCs and other devices to access your content on iCloud, which you have published, and then you can utilize it and perform any actions that you need to do. Similarly, Google Docs is another one which is free for everyone, but you need to have a Google account, and it's accessible across multiple browsers and different devices as well. I would find LibreOffice being used most of the time. It's a free and open source tool. It's an open source Microsoft Office alternative, I would say. You can download a desktop version of this, deploy it on your systems, and it work in a offline way, right? It doesn't require internet after you have done installations and everything. It doesn't require internet connectivity to work on it. It's a local office application that will run on your computer. So these are some of the alternatives that you can look at. Definitely there are advantages and disadvantages of using certain open source solutions or some freewares, which I'm sure you would do a little bit of a due diligence prior to making a decision which one do you want to go with. But worth looking at in case if you are utilizing these versions for your own personal use. Okay, so this brings us to the end of this video. Hope you liked it. For more such videos, please subscribe to our channel, and you can continuously watch more videos which are coming up on this channel. Thank you very much for your time, guys.